Hi Aries, how are you doing? So today we're going to be doing the weekly horoscope for you for the 9th of December to the 15th of December. This is for Aries rising specifically. So if you don't know if you're an Aries rising, you can watch for your sun sign, but it won't be as accurate. So if you know you're a rising, definitely watch for your rising. So let's just get into it without the waffle. 9th of December, the moon in Aries will be trining Mars in Leo in your 5th house. So energy is high, but so is frustration as well, because we have that Mars retrograde in Leo in the 5th house. So this can cause some frustration, but passion when it comes to dating and creativity. So you could find that you are motivated to go for something in your dating life or a creative project, but you're also feeling kind of frustrated about it. There is like a duality there. On the 11th of December, the moon in Taurus will be squaring Mars in Leo in your 5th house again. So again, something to do with your dating or creative life is frustrating you. And this is where you need to take a step back so you don't have a needless fight with somebody, because you could have a fight with someone you're dating, for example, or something you are working on creatively, or someone's trying to bother you and you're like, I'm in a creative flow. This energy of this moon in Taurus with squaring that Mars in Leo, it just is like, just try not to get into a fight, especially as an Aries. I have to say that. I love an Aries. We love an Aries. On the 12th of December, Venus in Aquarius in your 11th house, conjunct Pluto, will then be opposite Mars in Leo in your 5th house. Say that all at once. So this is quite obsessive, intense energy. With that Venus in Aquarius with the 11th house and the 5th house, something to do with dating and creativity and friendships and social networking is there's something clashing here. There's a trigger, an anxiety or a fear around these two together. It could be that you don't want to share your dating life with your friends because you don't trust them fully. There's a manipulation there, or something where your friends don't support a creative project you're doing, something along those lines. It's just it gives me the energy of there's a bit of anxiety and fear around opening up with something here. Then on the 15th, Mercury will be direct in Sagittarius in your 9th house of study, travel and spirituality. This is quite nice actually, because you'll have more of a clear path when it comes to communication, because obviously when we have a Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of delays and communication difficulties and things coming back from the past. Here you have much more of a streamlined focus on the future. Communication is better, and generally you won't experience many delays. So if you are traveling for Christmas, for example, you'll find that that's going to be okay. You can communicate with ease a little bit more. If you are on a study program or you are trying to learn a language, for example, you might find that things become a little bit easier for you too. On the same day, we have a Gemini full moon in your 3rd house of communication and writing and productivity. So again, with that Mercury direct in Sagittarius and Gemini ruled by Mercury, you could find that things are a little bit easier for you when it comes to communication. Here you'll have to let go of something to do with communication, and quite a happy ending as well actually, or you're wrapping up a writing project or a level of productivity you've had for the year, and maybe you're focusing on your New Year's goals, for example. So Aries, that was your quick rundown for the week of the 9th to the 15th of December. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you would like. Hi lovely Taurus. So today we're going to be doing a weekly horoscope for the 9th of December to the 15th of December, and let's just get into it without the waffle. So the 9th of December, the moon in Aries will be trining Mars in Leo in your 4th house. This can cause some frustration because that Mars retrograde in Leo, but it can also have quite a lot of energy as well. This is in your 4th house of home and family, so you could have some frustration around your location that you're living in, the home you're in, or your family. You will have energy and motivation, but you'll also have frustration as well, so just bear that in mind. On the 11th, the moon in Taurus will be squaring Mars in Leo in your 4th house of home and family again. This is an energy of please try not to get into needless fights with a family member over something that you just don't need to, or a landlord, or somebody that you're like a mortgage advisor, something along those lines, because something can really easily frustrate you, and especially to do with like income and finances as well with a family member, and you might need to just take a step back to avoid a fight here. On the 12th, Venus in Aquarius will be conjunct Pluto opposite Mars in Leo. that's quite a mouthful. This will be Venus in Aquarius, 10th house of career for you, opposite Mars and Leo in your 4th house. So this is quite obsessive, intense energy, a little bit manipulative, and it also triggers a bit of anxiety and fear. It's really not the nicest kind of thing to happen, especially because Venus in Aquarius is that kind of lovey-dovey energy. Mars and Leo is aggression. Together, this is like, whew, they're battling each other. With the 10th house of career and the 4th house of home and family, you could find there's some manipulation around your career and your family. Either they're just not clicking together, or you're like, I have anxiety or fear around my family linked to my career. On the 15th, Mercury will be stationing direct in Sagittarius in your 8th house. So this is good for getting back on track with investing or sharing any finance with somebody. I mean, it could be linked to the family issue, for example. And you might also feel a little bit more trusting with people in your life and being able to open up, especially if you've had that feeling of manipulation. On the same day, we have a Gemini full moon in your 2nd house of income and finances. So this is quite a happy ending. You might be letting go of, you might be paying off a debt finally and thinking, hallelujah, because this is a nice cathartic ending. You could be letting go of an income stream because you're moving towards a new one, or you could be just kind of focusing on your finances and thinking like, what can I pay off and what can I do, and feeling good about the plan that you have. So Taurus, that was your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next video. Hello, lovely Gemini rising. If you are a Gemini sun watching this, that's fine, but I will say that Gemini rising will be more accurate for this. So this is the weekly horoscope from the 9th of December to the 15th of December, and let's just get into it without the waffle. So the 9th of December, the moon in Aries will be trining Mars in Leo in your 3rd house of communication and productivity and writing. So you could find that your energy is high when it comes to productivity and communication and writing, but you're also going to be frustrated because of that Mars retrograde in Leo as well. So it's like energy is high, I have motivation, but also I'm frustrated. It's kind of like I can't get enough done, really. On the 11th, the moon in Taurus will be squaring Mars and Leo in, again, that 3rd house. So this linked to the idea of frustration and getting into a needless fight with somebody, and that communication house really might have to bite your tongue, because you don't want to have a fight with someone and say something you regret and then you can't undo it. So around this time, the 11th, especially to the 12th as well, just be careful about what you're saying. If you don't think you should say it, just don't say it, okay? On the 12th of December, Venus in Aquarius in the 9th house will be conjunct Pluto opposite Mars and Leo in your 3rd house. So this is quite obsessive, intense energy, and also triggers a bit of anxiety and fear. So you could have some anxiety and fear over study, travel and spirituality with the 3rd house of communication and writing. Could be that you don't feel that your writing project will work out with your study program, for example, or there is some element of not being able to be expansive enough. There could be quite a few things to this. There's quite a lot of layers to this, especially with the 9th house. But generally, this is anxiety and fear and obsession around these kinds of topics. On the 15th, Mercury will be direct in Sagittarius in your 7th house of committed relationships. So this is you getting back on track with communicating, especially because you are a Gemini and you're ruled by Mercury. So this is good energy. Generally, the 15th is good for you for a number of reasons, because Gemini full moon, Mercury going direct, it's nice. So you're getting back on track with communicating and maybe even like getting your point across to people in the right way now, and you're kind of like not coming across in a bad way. This is great for getting back on track with projects as well, and also generally with the 7th house of committed relationships, it's safe to sign contracts again, yay, but also you could find that you're able to communicate with a partner or somebody that you want in a committed romantic relationship as well. On the same day, we have a Gemini full moon in your 1st house of self. So this is quite a happy ending. You might be letting go of some kind of link to your identity and your status. So you could be moving towards a new job, for example, or a new way that you're defining your identity and status to the world, especially because of the new year. You could also be letting go of an appearance, like changing a haircut, for example, or just having a bit of a revamp. So Gemini, that was your quick weekly horoscope. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me for the next reading. Bye.